they'll be okay. Like they have a lot of good team fight heroes later into the game.
Well, for the viewers that are joining in, both these teams sitting at 7 and 8 in their group stage score. That means after this game, one of them will be relegated to the lower bracket, and one of them will remain in the upper bracket.
Oh.
Kind of a big deal.
Okay, so the lanes might not be as what we predicted. Spectre is top, so I think he wants to dodge this. He thinks that the Chen is going to go bot.
Yep.
But they have a ward here, so this is a good ward. When you don't have info 100% of the lanes, you want to place like this kind of like wards to scout, lane wards or whatever, like rune wards, to see who is in what lane. Then you can decide what lane to go for. And when you do that, your cores are usually waiting in the middle lane to decide whether they go top or bottom.
Yeah, but 11 also manually scouts out rest of OpTic's lane, but it looks like they might get triple lane, no press attack.
So in the end, it's going to be the same lane that we talked about. The
yeah,
LC.
both teams dodging each other.
Yep, and the Wraith King Chen. So I think if you're the Violent LC, you might consider to body block this camp so that the Chen doesn't get a creep. Does he have a sentry? No, so he has to body block it. He started with a Sage Mask, so he's going to have a Basilisk. I've seen players do this with Wind Ranger a lot. And bot lane, some action here. They're trying to block them from getting to the tower.
Yeah, but gets to the tower pretty
Bane
easily.
is just... he's the lane bully here. You don't mess with Bane.
You can see the Terror being used, the long range arrow coming in as well. They want to push it into the tower and get level 2 fast as well. The daggers are being spammed out as well to just push the lane back a little bit.
And top lane, same thing going on. The Splinter Blast. And LC, he actually opted to go for the press to attack to trade. Wraith King just taking tons of damage.
Yeah, I think he got the press attack earlier when he got stunned up, just to make sure that he doesn't die. Manual body block coming out from Lanham, like you pointed out. Also very interesting, Lanham has a Ring of Ascetics.
Yep.
On a Winter Wyvern.
So you can push and pressure on the tower and the mana regen. That's great.
Armor aura's on, so.
This Wraith King, he is going to be ran at right now.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying that this lane is going to be okay, assuming Zai gets a creep, but not if he gets constantly blocked out. He's trading hits right now.
He has a Harpy.
Uh-oh.
He has a Harpy. Oh, he has Penitence at level 1. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
no
he's
creeps.
dead.
No creeps, but he's going to have a Harpy here. This is big.
Okay.
Real big. But he needs level 2.
He'll find it eventually. Range creep denied, so he won't find it right now. Back in the mid lane, how are we doing there? All right.
Even Stevens.
Okay,
so
Ori actually CSing still, so not too bad.
And
bottom lane, seems like OpTic is...
It's also even Stevens. 4 last hits apiece.
Yeah, but Paparazzi getting last hit, probably a bigger deal.
And he has the Bane, which I mentioned. The true lane bully in this 4-man heroes. So... pretty good for, I think overall pretty good for both sides. They are farming on all 6 cores. Technically, all 6 heroes are farming across the board, their lanes, so pretty even. Didn't manage to get the last hit there on the bench on the range creep.
The Lightning Harpy is going to work.
This lane is like GG right now. It feels like, ah shit. They need to wait for the creep to run out of mana.
I mean, good luck with that. He still has, you know, at least 4 to 5 usage of that lightning.
Yeah. Lanham has tanked a lot of it. Went back to base. He's gonna bring some regen for 11.
Press attack's gonna get used, giving them a little bit more heal. He's actually just straight up manning up here, but the lightning doing a lot of work.
LC is a very, very strong laner.
More lightning being used. Lanham, is he gonna get stunned up under the tower? Yes, he does, and he doesn't have the heal. He might just die to the Harpy. He needs to juke it. He just died to the Harpy.
God rest your soul.
Oh dear, that's a lot of damage. Do not mess with the Harpy.
Yeah, especially when you have Penitence up. And he just poured it in, so he's gonna have to make the walk of shame back to the top lane.
So lucky for them, this creep is not the Satyr. I mean, not by any means weak, but it's still not as bad as the Shockwave. But he has a Hellbear Smasher right now. That is also very, very powerful. 50 mana for 150 damage.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So this lane is stabilized for OpTic right now. Pycat gonna take a lot of harass here.
Maybe body block.
Oh, he has 2 points in the...
Yeah, press the attack. I was gonna ask you about that.
Oh.
Press the attack.
No nuke.
And it looks like he's gonna send PyCat back for some insta heal, and that's some more Chen things you could do.
I'm not sure about this though, because I'm not a person that's really familiar with LC. But it does give him a lot more sustain in the lane.
Magic Missile, Arrow following you up here. Finra will get the creep aggro a little bit, but it's a long stun. Paparazzi now will go into the tree line, out of regen already.
Both of them are out of regen.
But it's going to be a rotation coming out from Ori with a double damage. They get the 1 kill. And what a time for rotation it is. 30 seconds to the bounty room.
Still doesn't change the fact that the Spectre can't last in the lane right now.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the 5-minute shrine.
The courier's coming with a ring of health. Okay.
Hey, OpTic might actually get more than 2 bounty.
11 on the top lane, having a lot of trouble here, but the heal keeping him alive for now. The last right click from Zai will finish things through. And you can see the 2 supports are racing towards the rune, but with the big troll, this is going to hurt Lanham quite a bit.
Might actually go down
but the bait here, the big bait, and then Ori still has a double damage. Toss, no mana for the toss. We're going to need some sick body block here, and he will body block his way. Tree toss, boom, not going to be enough thanks to the salve.
Well,
Zai making huge plays.
Well done by the Chen, yeah, Zai. Wonderful juking and keeping himself alive. So the runes situation would be 3 runes for OpTic.
Yep.
Still a sizable victory for them. This early into the game, mid lane, CS wise, quite even. Klinks is a little bit ahead because Tiny made 2 rotations so far to the side lanes, top and bottom. And PyCat drops a stun, and here comes Zai with a creep. Pennington, level 2 Pennington, that's a lot of damage with the Blightstone,
but they're turning it around with Press the Attack. Level 2 Press the Attack. Okay, Splinter Blast not going to hit. Now they're going to turn on to Zai. And as we predicted, the Chen really adding a lot to the lane. PyCat looking forward for another stun before he... Oh, got the stun off. He's out.
Efficiency.
Yeah. Ori on the mid lane. Very mobile Tiny. Not the static laning Tiny that we often are used to seeing, but this is a mid Tiny.
I mean, he got a good rune previously, so he's like checking, oh, this rune's useful, I got a haste, I'm just moving around to help. I mean, that's why it's very important to have rune control. Especially with a hero with Tiny, like Tiny, because you have a lot of kill potential. So Spectre so far in the bot lane, 2 points in dispersion with a ring of health. So he's doing alright.
11 playing very aggressively under the tower. But I guess now 3 points into Press the Attack.
Huh. Just all for sustaining the lane.
Yeah. I mean, with the Ring of Basilius and Press the Attack and the heal, man, they actually just outlast this team.
But they have been using the sandbags to, you know, get regen, free fountain heal.
Sure.
I think without that, there's no way they are still in this lane.
Right. There you go, Press the Attack. Or rather, Splinter Blast. Chen swinging around, that's going to be a Centaur. 11 is pretty low right now, so gotta be careful. He doesn't have Press the Attack anymore.
3 seconds. They're fine.
Okay.
So Ori's gonna go back to base, heal once again. Starting to get annoyed laning against this Klinks right now with ultimate up, with Death Pack up. Very difficult for him to lane. Just taking so much damage from the right clicks of the Klinks. So he's looking to, you know, maybe rotate around to try and help.
Top lane, Lanham. Gonna dodge a stun, and now they're gonna turn it around onto Zai. Juking around the trees.
Tiny.
Should be an easy right click.
Oh, sends it back along the way.
And the duel. I don't think he'll win the duel or anything. Yeah, there's a send back.
Good side map before he went down there by Zai. Great plays again by the Chen. Sees the Satyr creep. Kills it. no Satyr creep for you, Zai. And how are we doing bot lane? So 3 trees still out farming the Spectre.
And he might die here. Paparazzi. Oh, looks like he barely had vision for Magic Missile and then lost it. Paparazzi, like you said, has the Ring of Health for regen, but just really can't farm. Especially now that the Bane is not here.
He's waiting for level 6 so he can KS a kill on top lane or middle. That's how he gets back into the game. I don't think I'm too worried if I'm a Spectre and I'm not having the best laning phase. I want my other lanes to do well so I can use my Haunt to help the other lanes and get kills. And top lane.
Speaking of other lanes, there was a gaggle of Centaurs on the top lane, and
6 seconds of disable. Not even the LC with 3 points in press the attack can survive.
Okay, back in the mid lane. We're gonna see Orion moving forward and do a toss back action. Fenrir wants a smoke, and it's gonna be going them to the bottom side, but PPD looks like he is here to intercept that smoke and die a painful death. Toss forward and into a nightmare. That should be a pretty easy one. Okay. Forcing Fenrir to take the kill. Meanwhile, simultaneously on the top lane, 11 getting healed up, but stunned up as well. The chain stun is real, and 11 will just die. That was a Hellfire Blast into Centaur 1 and 2. Okay, there is reincarnation available, and they're just diving. This Chen has allowed Pycat to out-sustain the LC and Wyvern lane, and just diving them now.
This hero seems to be great too. So far, only a few teams been picking Liquid. Not sure if VP picked it, but I know they definitely played the hero.
Oh, Lanham in a lot of trouble. And Snare is available.
Yes, stick charges. He's okay, but it seems like there's a way to make this hero work still, even though after the constant nerfs to him.
Fenrir trading hits with PBD. Gotta be careful, there is a Mirana. Arrow is gonna get dodged, and Fenrir should be able to just walk it off. Well, maybe not. Body block's gonna be there. Terror and the right clicks and the triple leap from 33. 11 ports in, but now what?
Spectre is Haunt, so let's see if they can make use of it with either the tiny rotation or an LC duel somewhere. But LC has, like you mentioned, ported all the way to bottom though. He has to be in top.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in bottom at the moment.
I think he expected Fenrir to live much longer.
The sentry is gonna miss the ops.
That's a... Well, the ward's gonna die anyways.
And Zai here ready to move. He has 2 wards, he has a smoke, and he's level 6. The trio of creeps are the
hero here?
The big damage and lockdown. I'm gonna invade the jungle, place a ward, the exact same ward outside the sentry range.
Oh my god.
This is actually hilarious.
Oh, they're gonna dive 11, and he is gonna get absolutely slaughtered. Press the attack, and then holding the Dark Trolls and Snare. Now, do they have more here for Fenrir? Arrow? Not gonna hit, but I think they could comfortably dive here. 1 TP out, Fenrir expecting this tree to protect him, but he's gonna go down. Hand of God just making sure that Zai doesn't get brought down. And that's gonna be another kill.
It's once again getting ran over in the laning phase, but this game their heroes are actually much better in the lanes than before. But OpTic just playing a much smarter laning phase with how they out-regen.
Top lane, Winter's Curse and Haunt is gonna get used through. They have the duel as well. Oh, looks like no reincarnation at all.
He felt like he's just gonna die twice, so he didn't skill the ulti.
Smartly done. That is a very long cooldown, and if your reincarnation is not going to do something nice for the team, might as well just die.
Yep, good move there by Pycat, and it might even mislead the enemy team to say maybe he doesn't have ulti. Let's smoke gang him again. And then he like, oh, he's farming at the shrine. Oh, and he actually has ulti.
Splinter Blast flying out here to slow down this push, but looks like this tower gonna be a little bit issue. Some nice bit of added synergy here. CCNC could eat one of Chen's creep for the big boost.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fenrir gonna get ensnared arrow, and he dead. Oh no, press the attack and a self nightmare, maybe not. And now it's gonna be a grip here on Chen and a duel on Chen. Quick kill, the tower is gonna get glyphed and protected. And they're giving Paparazzi quite a bit of recovery time.
Tiny blink online soon. This is where the game starts to begin for BG.
Yeah.
The first blink, they're gonna have 2 blinks on LC and Tiny respectively.
Alright, so let's go through the free kill checklist. Venge?
Free kill checklist. Wow.
Venge. I think Chen actually is fine if he has creeps next to himself.
As long as he doesn't get tossed.
Yeah. And then Clinks, if he doesn't have his ult on.
Come on, there's too many ifs here, you know.
And
there is no easy kills apart from the bench.
And then Mirana.
Please.
Maybe.
Please. No easy kills apart from the bench. Okay, fine. Everyone is not like a Wraith King.
Yeah, they're not impossible kills, but not free kills either.
So they're going to move out with the blink on Ori here. He's going to have vision on the bottom side. There's 2 wards, so he doesn't see anyone here. He was just trying to control the rune. And should be looking to smoke soon. This Bane still has no boots at 14 minutes.
Fenrir, position 5 life.
Smoke, Tiny.
Okay, starting off duel. Nicely done here by OpTic Gaming, picking up kills wherever they can. They're gonna try to kill these creeps as well, back in the mid lane.
Yep, usually I would say, oh, smoke and they only get a support, but Chen, if you get the hero
creeps,
plus
yeah.
the creeps, that's a huge thing.
Did they get the creeps?
Yep, they got 2 of the creeps.
Okay.
And 15 minutes, rune gonna come. Pycat gonna try to stop the Spectre from taking the top runes. Bottom rune's gonna be secured by Neta on the Mirana.
So that's all 4 runes.
to OpTic. This is a big blow to the Bane, which still does not have boots. As a support, the runes are your income. That's a position 5.
Rune and passive gold. So don't die.
Don't die, wait for your carries to pick up the runes and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, the supports pick up the dangerous areas runes, you know. Go into the enemy jungle, try to snatch the bounty runes, but that's not the case right now for VG. They're still waiting for the Spectre to work his horn with the blink on Tiny so that he gets a couple of kills on the bot. You want to give him the last save if possible. Well, he's gone for threats into Vanguard. Mid lane, on the other hand, big smoke coming in. Curse.
Her curse. Missing.
But the backup is coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lan. Oh, blinking forward. They really want Lana. Han's gonna come through as well. I'm not sure if they really want to join that fight. Moonlight Shadow's gonna get used, and OpTic will just stand under tower and kill it. It feels like Vici really overreacted there.
They felt like they could have fought, because I think the comms would be, because LT, he just bought a blink and he's TPing in. He's like telling him, I can fight, I got blink, I'm TPing. Right. That could have prompted the Spectre to, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Hunt. But he's actually not there yet, he's still TPing, you know.
And now, unfortunately, because Hunt was used, OpTic says, alright, we're gonna just go into Roche. And that's an early Aegis, so the momentum of the game really swinging there.
So they won't be able to fight them for quite some time, but they're gonna look to go for pickoffs with the Bane, Tiny, the LC.
Yep.
These are the heroes that are really good for singular pickoffs, like small fights, small skirmishes. They don't want to go for the big clashes right now. So I was mentioning the Vanguard. Oh, he actually changed his mind.
Yeah, he's going back for Blade
going
now.
to buy. I wasn't sure of it. I was trying to figure out.
I feel that Manta style is very good this game for Paparazzi. So
Manta Diffuse. I don't think he can, because I don't think he can afford to go Radiance for sure.
I agree.
Because the game is going really bad for them.
The Manta disjoint will be able to dodge so many things this game.
But Vanguard can also be really good because there's a lot of physical.
Paparazzi is gonna get Diffusal Blade up, Penitence on top, and he goes down. Maybe he does want the Vanguard now. Looking at...
I mean, the Vanguard is not going to save him if
true.
he gets caught by 3 heroes like this.
Mid lane though, the duel is going to fly out here. PBD is going to just survive the duel, so... In fact, he's going to swap him back here. It's going to be Diffusal Blade once again. 11 gets 4-shotted by this Clinks. It gets from bad to worse as he moves forward, looking to take down Fenrir. Blink Avatos. No, the heal's going to keep him alive. PBD is going to survive. The TP of Ori gets cancelled. Fenrir gets picked up on the back line. PBD... Terror providing vision.
Look at the items on PPD. He has bracelets, threads, he has raindrops, he has upgraded stick. This is why the Tiny couldn't kill him, and you said you're looking for the easy kills on the Tiny in this game. Not even the bench.
The free kill checklist, no longer so free. And you know, I know we just made this point before, but that's the difference between your team picking up all 4 bounty runes like every 5 minutes. Your support gets to get these kind of small extra
items, which could be a big deal against like Tiny. And on top of things, he has the level 15 talent, level 10 talent, 15% magic resistance.
That probably was the big deal there too, yeah. So instead, that should have been a Tiny free kill and he TP's home. Instead, it was a Tiny going dying down and then Ven surviving. It's just, what a swing.
And Fenrir still has no boots at almost minute 20.
Blink Duel's gonna be there, and the Grip and the Haunt. They want to throw everything onto paparazzi. The sandbag is gonna be enough. Okay, they didn't get the duel victory and the kill, but here comes a really good Winter's Curse. But Mirana?
Yes, Aegis is coming in. He got slapped.
Uh-oh, nice heal here onto Fenrir, but what about the rest of the team? Ori runs in, but there was a Avatar's combination. 33 has the Aegis, so he doesn't really care. The Aegis will trigger here. Double damage still going on Ori. And now Mirana comes back alive. Paparazzi on the chase. Arrow gonna hit. On the back line though, it's going to be highlight, or not highlight die. It's going to be PPD, defensive swapping, 11, dropping low, dropping fast. Ori doing so much work here. Avalanche is going to be there, and Paparazzi cleaning up the kills. He cannot make it to the shrine, but Vici Gaming on the chase. That was a huge team fight victory for OpTic, or for Vici, excuse me, as OpTic fought in a very weird choke.
Yep, it was again 0-11 once more, finding the big opening. In the first game, it's with the RPs, and this game he got the duel onto the Klings. That was huge. The sandbag couldn't come on time. 6 seconds, way too long for Klings to be able to survive that. So Klings out of the picture. Curse followed on 2 heroes, and the fight was pretty much controlled by Vici Gaming after that.
That was a 3 for 5 in favor of Vici, counting the Aegis that triggered as well. So the big winner there, obviously Paparazzi picked up a ton of that experience. Will go full Blade Mail and Vanguard. So all of a sudden, he just got super tanky.
And he's gonna get his level 15 as well. Extra stats if he wants to. Some may argue that the dagger cooldown is also a huge thing for the hero. But I guess in close games where every bit of item, small items, HP counts, the stats might be the better choice here in this game.
Do you normally pick up the dagger cooldown if there's a lot of melee heroes? Is that what you're thinking about?
It's just great for finishing off the secondary kills after you haunt in and you get the first kill with the dagger and you have to chase, but your dagger is still on cooldown.
I see. That's more of the when I'm ahead aggressive kind of build.
Yeah, or you have CM on your team and you feel like you have the mana. And bot lane Ori.
Looks like he missed the but Pycat didn't think they would chase or something, but it's the whole team.
Okay.
Alright, they're gonna duel, a very early duel. They will get the winner. Can they kill him a second time? The rest of the team is coming in fast. CCNC en route, and Arrow's gonna hit on Paparazzi as well. Blink Curse, no, they miss out the timing here. They will get the kill though with the Curse. And now Paparazzi moving forward. A lot of the spells already used. Heal coming in from Wyvern. Lanham on the back line, keeping his allies alive. But for how long? Paparazzi will get brought down. And I think Vici Gaming needs to disengage or not, as Ori jumps forward, finds another kill. Free kill checklist ticked. Again, team fight victory here. They did lose the Spectre, but I think they got enough to warrant it.
Still, it's a good trade. You killed the enemy carry and you killed one more extra hero and the creeps of the Chen.
And dual damage.
Some of it went down. And that's a great news for Vici Gaming. They're gonna have Blade Mail, the second Blade Mail on the LC. It's gonna be, like you said, a very good piece of tool to return a lot of the damage, the AoE damage coming from the Mirana, and as well as like it will prevent the Klings from attacking you.
Yeah.
So he's going for Manta next on the Spectre.
I like the Manta before the Diffusal Blade because Penitence and...
Me too, yeah, so you can actually... Wait a second.
Back here, Ori, toss away here, but he's gonna get just chased down.
Mirana's hitting like a truck right now.
Yeah.
With the Venge Aura. 4 points in Vengeance Aura right at the moment. Horn is available, so Vici Gaming probably gonna wait for the Tiny and it's time for them to make a move. They have not claimed a single tower in this game yet.
Most Spectre lineups generally have this issue. Kind of like, eventually they'll get those tower, but yeah. That's another reason why Fenrir didn't get boots to like 18 minutes or something.
20 minutes?
Yeah. So Radiance here for Pycat. You like that choice? There's a couple blink daggers that you're canceling all the...
I think it's fine though. Like Brave King, he needs to be able to transition into doing a lot of damage. Klings already held the early game. When he moves to the mid to later part of the game, Klings doesn't match up really well against Spectre, as Spectre grows with more items. When you hit him, you will die. I remember the clip, I think it was yesterday, where it was RTZ against Miracle. The Klings was trying to kill the Spec, but Klings had a lot more net worth, but he died first. Because
of Dispersion, Blade Mail, and
you get the idea.
Yeah. Fenrir tanks the entire smoke gank
Radiant's
here.
middle tower is under
But
attack.
regardless, power's gonna go down.
swap.
Or not. No, there's a swap back in here. They have heal to protect Warrior if they need it. Where's the heal? The heal's gonna come through. And here comes a quick curse on the back line, and the haunt from Paparazzi will clean up the vent on the back line as well. Duel flying out here, but it's gonna be the Mirana that will live through it. Pycat dropping very low onto the high ground. 11 goes. He's barely kept alive. Pycat dropping low, and he will trigger the reincarnation. Not sure if they have enough to kill him a secondary time. He will blink out. Once again, Lanham's Winter Wyvern play, huge.
Yeah, not to mention as well Fenrir there with the clutch nightmare saving LC's life. 11 has to be like buying him a drink after the game. That nightmare at the last moment managed to save the LC's life there.
Dire's
So
top
in the end it
tower
was
is under
1
attack.
hero for 2, but they did pop the ultimate of the Wraith King. So kind of like 3 heroes, but it's not that big of a deal right now. The cooldown is going down as he had level 2 ultimate when he died there.
Once again, Vici lacking in terms of map control as OpTic picks up 3 of the 4 bounty runes.
But they do have the better team fight heroes at the moment.
They being
The
Vici.
Curse, yeah,
Yeah.
Vici. Curse into the Haunt. It's starting to get like very, very annoying for them because like the way OpTic start, because they have all mostly, like I mentioned earlier, single target stuns, you know. They go on one hero, everyone has to follow in. And that's why the Curse always comes big, because everyone's clumping up together in the fights. So they have to try, I think they have to try to use this dagger on the Wraith King to jump and kill the Wyvern. Wyvern has to be the first one to die. But at the same time, if they go on him, there's still the Nightmare and the Presser attack to save him.
This Vici line are very good at saving each other. Do you think OpTic will have damage issues per se, or they just have a lot of damage?
No,
but
they have a lot of damage, but mostly single target.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Whereas for Vici, they are much more AoE. They have a lot more AoE.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So I think it's all about like dedicating heroes. Like, oh, this guy, I'm gonna jump the Wyvern. It's all going to be about how they coordinate the team fights. I'm gonna kill this guy and the rest follow in after. Wyvern and LC has to be like disabled at the same time.
They want Paparazzi middle, and they will go on if the Blade Mail is activated. Nightmare save, and the heal is gonna be there again. The heals. But I don't know if they're going to save him there. The curse is going to be a little bit too late. And now Mirana leaping forward, trying to find some kill. Press the attack. 11 looking for the duel. Will not find it just yet. Lanham, no curse, no heal, and no flying. He's just stuck in there on the back line. It's going to be CCNC shredding them apart. They see Lanham, and they will kill Lanham.
Wow, big pick off there on the Spectre. They were playing under enemy vision as well.
Yep.
Not sure where the LC was. I guess he wasn't there at the same time. I mean, right on time, and they weren't able to really save the Spectre.
Yeah, Vici's just kind of caught
That was a huge mistake.
out of
Huge
position.
mistake.
Yeah. And that's going to give away Aegis and Cheese. They have lost a tier 2 already as well.
I guess Aegis on Mirana again. Yeah, Aegis on Mirana. So what items is coming up right now? Spectre doesn't really have the goal to get the Manta yet. They have to be able to win the team fight to get goal because they have no map control. They can't really pick up the bounty runs or farm the far lanes. So they're just kind of waiting for OpTic to siege and try to take a good team fight from them. Maybe use some buybacks. Tiny has buyback, LC has buyback. Like someone has to sacrifice their life to get a good team fight.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They have to allow like Lanham to use his curse like offensively to kill someone instead of like trying to save his team.
And unfortunately, Lanham doesn't have that Aether Lens yet, which would really help his
I think
spellcasting.
Glimmer's fine, like to save.
Paparazzi moving forward, got to be very careful of that swap. Arrow flying in. Barely missing on Fenrir.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
11 trying to get a TP back or something as he's pressuring this tier 1.
Not much they can do right now. They have to wait out the Aegis. That's number one. They can't really leave the map, so there's only at most one hero that can farm outside that has buyback. So in case you get caught,
Yeah.
you can't have 5 heroes in a base, and they can't really leave the base to put wards right now because they're being choked in their base. They can't leave. so there won't be vision for some time until they win a team fight.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under
11
attack.
scanning on top of himself, just making sure that there's not a Moonlight Shadow initiation. And he will blink out as Wraith King just uses TP and then cancelled it. If Paparazzi could finish his Manta style, then I feel like they start to have
Dire's
ability to win
bottom
fights again.
tower is under attack.
Because when he finishes, he's likely going to hit level 20 as well.
I still
Pick up
feel
his
there's
next
a
tower.
lot of it has to do with the jumps. Can Tiny get the jump or the LC get the jump first to kill, say, the supports, the Venge, the Chen, all these backline heroes? They have to try to ignore the Wraith King, kill the rest first.
Well, if you were talking about jumps,
Oh, that night vision talent. He has the night vision talent. That's why he sees the wall there.
it's actually kind of ridiculous. Like, you can see from inside your base to across the ramp.
Yeah, and when you pull Arctic Burn, you have also another 400. So he
Yeah.
had like 900 extra night vision. Semi-night stalker? Where is that hero?
Winstrike Games, best of 3, stream A. Go check it out. Tiny dewarding. And despite having the Aegis, seems like OpTic not finding a good opportunity to push.
Yep, Wyvern, one of the strong heroes to at defending the base.
Yeah.
Not easy to siege and hit the tower. You're always gonna put yourself at a lot of risk, at a big curse, take a lot of harass from the blast.
They see Pycat.
He is not the hero you want to go on.
Definitely not. Not especially with PBD protecting him on the back line. Checking on Spectre Scold. A little bit still off from the Manta style. Of course, buyback is on his mind as well, given the situation that they're in. Paparazzi sitting in the front. Blink stun. Arrow. Flying in. Will hit Tiny. And they're just looking to do some damage to the tower. Toss back into the base. And that is going to be a rough one here. Maybe they can swap Pycat out. Reincarnation will trigger tier 3 though. Going down the backline here. Smarana. Objective Gaming. They do and swap it back out. Here comes the Hunt as well. Fibber just dies immediately. Where's the curse? Where's the heal? The curse is going to go on the right side, but it's going to be on CCNC focusing on the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit is going to be fine though. And now CCNC going on Lanham on the backline. They have lost 4 and they will be losing that second lane of Rax. Terrible team fight here from VG Gaming. Multiple buybacks are flying out. Let's see if that will disregard people from teleporting back. 33 still has that Aegis of Immortal. So he's still, well, maybe not here as he leaps away. Now turns around, hits a Paparazzi a couple of times. What happened in that team fight, Winter?
I mean, they just got overpowered. They are too far behind. They couldn't kill any of the heroes quick enough. The curse was like not that great.
Yeah.
Couldn't kill the Venge even. The Venge was just way too
Stun.
tanky.
Lanham got press the attack. He's running away for now. 30 dropping low, but again, he's got that Aegis. And now you got Mega Creep. Okay, Aegis did just trigger, but job is done.
They threw the Wraith King into, they tossed him into the tier 4.
33 just taunts in front of. I've never seen 33. Is that? It's not even BM, but it's just funny. He could have just left.
I mean, you imagine the fight. They tossed the Wraith King into the base, like the tier 4s, and they still couldn't kill him. They still couldn't kill him twice.
Yeah, it was really good discipline. All our teams would just overreact and charge into the base, but instead 33 and the rest of the team just start hitting buildings. And then they have PPD swap out the second life of Wraith King. Very cool, calm and collected for the rest of OpTic.
Mega Creeps. This is...
I mean, you don't call GG here because
You're definitely not going to call GG because this game means too
so
much.
much, yeah. Again, winner of this game, winner of this one game gets upper bracket. Loser gets lower.
And if they can,
Assuming there's no tie break.
if they can defend Mega Creeps for like, say, 15-20 minutes, there's definitely a chance.
Can they defend the next switch with Aegis, Cheese, and Shard? Because OpTic is likely going to take that up.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
They have to start the fight. They have to kill the Venge and the Chen. Those are the 2 heroes they have to kill first. If those two heroes don't die, they can't kill any of the cores.
Yeah, Zai now has a Greaves, so that makes him a hard kill. And Venge with 1800 HP.
If you go on Zai, the Venge is just gonna stop him, so you have to go on the Venge.
Have to go on the position 5 hero.
Allies disappear.
Like Shadow, that's gonna be a swap. And all of a sudden, Ori in a lot of trouble. He gets healed up, and now look at 33 just isolating the rest of the team as they kill Ori. 33 understands how tanky he is. And now Paparazzi, he's nightmared up. Blink duel on the back line here, but who wins the duel? It's gonna be the Wyvern. Winter's Curse does absolutely nothing. And that's gonna be Mega Creeps. They will call it GG. OpTic Gaming secures himself a slot in the upper bracket. Maybe, depending if there's tie breaks or not. What a victory. I gotta say, OpTic play really well in both these games. Has strong lanes, great draft.
Yep, very, very good stuff here by OpTic, especially the Chen and the Wraith King, the way they laned. The